A new Arkansas law requiring schools to display the Ten Commandments already facing a legal challenge.
The ACLU and several families now filing a lawsuit arguing the requirement violates the Constitution. Thank you for joining us tonight at 6. I'm Faith Woodard.
And I'm Rolly Hoyt. New tonight at 6, TV11's Carter Thweet talks with both the group behind the lawsuit and the senator who helped craft the new law.
We're asking the court to order that the districts not display the Ten Commandments.
That's the response to a recently passed law requiring Arkansas schools to display the Ten Commandments. The ACLU of Arkansas, along with several families, now filing a lawsuit to reverse Act 573.
It requires schools, and I think government buildings, I think the focus was on schools, but schools and government buildings to put up a copy of the Ten Commandments if funds are provided.
State Senator Alan Clark was a co-sponsor of the bill, which Governor Sanders signed in April. The families argue the law is unconstitutional, but the senator feels differently, saying this does not violate freedom of religion because, in his view, the commandments are not inherently religious.
When I'm in church, we'll teach it from the biblical Christian view, but in school, it's from an educational, legal view of what our culture is about and where it came from.
But that lawsuit argues Act 573 would subject children to the state's preferred religious belief, which they say goes against prior Supreme Court decisions like Stone versus Graham.
The Supreme Court held 40 years ago that permanent displays of the Ten Commandments like this are unconstitutional. So I think the law has been pretty clear that this is a unconstitutional establishment of religion.
John Williams is the legal director for the ACLU of Arkansas. After filing their preliminary injunction Thursday morning, he now hopes a decision will come before school starts back up.
The question is, should religion be imposed in that fashion in the public schools? And we'd argue not.
It's important that our young people, people in general, but especially our young people, know what our laws are based on.
For THV 11 News, I'm Carter Thweet.
Carter, thank you. Act 573 would also require schools and government buildings to display the national motto, "In God We Trust."
But Williams from the ACLU says they're not focusing on that with this lawsuit. They're only aiming to challenge the Ten Commandments portion of the act.